Page 5. The barracks. My venture led me out of the Forgotten Tower. I continued my journey onto the cathedral, capital, home to the rogue camp and sisters of the Sightless Eye. I made my way through the lands, taking out camps of demons and corrupted rogues. They seemed resilient to stop me from getting there, like a siren call giving them orders from the shadows. But it would not stop me. It took me about an hour until I reached the bronze decorative gates. I pushed them open, and rusty squeakiness alerted any demons within. They charged me, but my skeleton army stopped them in their tracks. The spell of wickedness and death plagued this land for too long. I needed to be cleansed. We fought our way through. Eventually, I took the outer cloister back and opened the waypoint. Charles told me of a magic malus and a powerful demon that guarded it. She called it the Smith. It brought back memories and rumors Tristan was being tortured by a demon called the Butcher. Could they be related, somehow? Or do all demons born differently? Either way, it didn't matter. I would find this malus and give it back to her. The barracks was tight and had sharp corners. The hallways were long and the light barely dimmed. I lit my torch and made my way through. The demons were thick in this area. Not much room in these small areas. If it wasn't scouts, it was hordes of them howling and screaming like drunken bards. I set my skeletons and wiped them out. They cowered in fear, or was it a trap? Either way, they weren't going to get away. I slowly cleared the place out and came across a door. I heard the banging sounds of a hammer going off. I peered through the door window. I saw this demon Smith and the malus in his hands. I needed to tread carefully. He was the most powerful demon I have fought so far. I opened the door slowly and cursed everything in the room with a dim curse, blinding all that laid and waited. The demon shouted, swinging blindly. I sent my skeletons at him. They charged and slowly slashed and stabbed him. He regained his sight and started to fight back. I ran straight forward and summoned my clay golem. From behind him, I had my golem bound his hands, and he was slowly dying. I took the malus from his hands and smashed him in the head. The demon collapsed. The demon collapsed on the floor. His foul-smelling breath took its last. The floor was red and puddled like it rained too heavy. I opened a portal and took the hammer back to Charcy. Page 7. The jail. After giving Charcy the malus, she offered to enchant one of my items. I couldn't think of anything, so I decided to hold out for now. I went back through the portal and made my way through the jail, a place where thieves and thugs were to be held. Now a torture level of hell, naked bodies ripped in half, limbs over the floor, torture devices with massive amounts of blood. This was no jail. You could hear the echoes and scream of the victims who never escaped and were tortured for hours and not days. The smell would be unbearable if I didn't spend time in the marsh. I was used to the smell of death, but this place took it even further. No human mind would ever recover if they found themselves down here. The ladies told me it consisted of 3 floors. It would take me hours to map this place out, but I knew I wasn't alone. I could sense the presence of something. Just as I came to my senses, a ghostly figure came at me, a ghost screaming and trying to choke me. I smashed it away with my wand. Was it reaching for help, trying to escape this hell, or was it blinded by the pain only knew to take lives? Either way, it was my way. I've fought the undead before, but ghosts would be a challenge. It required more magic than physical damage. All I could think was to release it from these lands. I laid out a curse and ended it there. Like a breath in the cold disappeared. I walked further into the darkness. It seemed like the walls were bleeding and the rooms were a giant maze. If I was to get lost, would I be the next victim? No, I had my army to push on. The deeper I went, the more corpses I found. They were slaughtered like they never had a chance. This jail nightmare slowly tried to drag me into it, like hands guiding me the wrong way. I shook it off and made my way out of that place. I looked back and thought maybe it was my own fault my wife and children died. These thoughts would leave me, but I knew I needed to be strong. I needed the strength to fight the Queen of Anguish herself, and Dariel. Alright guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed a little more of the story. So basically, instead of that one being in the next video, which would have been on Thursday, that would be for this video, the journal entry. So that basically, instead of like getting the video and then explaining what happened after that, you get the journal entry of how the experience is going through the barracks and going through the jail and stuff like that. So, and the final journal entry will actually be about the catacombs. So, but you guys will be seeing that on Thursday. Hope you guys' Friday's going good. A little less stuffy this time, so I can actually talk properly, but I did wake up like half an hour ago, so I may not be fully awake. And thank you for thank you, Zero, for subscribing to my channel, which is the Twitch streamer I was talking about. Whoa, wait a minute. Hey, is that pit spawn? Hold on a minute there, guys. I thought he was in jail level 1. Hold on a minute. No, it wasn't him. I don't think. Oh, maybe it was. Yeah, thank you for him for subscribing to my channel, because he's the one I gave the shout out to, so I'm giving him another extra shout out just for that. And thank you to the other person who subscribed to my channel when I woke up this morning and seen that I was up to 60 subs. So, you know, trying to get on the road to 100 subs, you know, that'd be awesome. But, you know, everything takes time, you know, so. And I'm just glad you guys are enjoying the work that I do, so. And then speaking of that too, there was something I was going to do after Diablo, and I don't remember what the game was. I was hanging out with one of my friends last night, and I do not remember which game they were playing. Oh, I know which game it was, but that's like a total secret. I'm considering possibly getting it if I can actually run the game, but I don't know. I had a fellow Twitch streamer try running it, and she's got a better computer than I do, and she was struggling to run the game, so. So basically what we'll do is we'll actually I shouldn't really be. We'll see how far we can get. I want to try to see if I can get Catacombs 2 waypoint in a matter of time of 17 minutes we have left. We can get to you know what I keep forgetting to do? Put that on. We can get to the inner cloister real quick. We could actually get to Catacombs real quick too. It would save us a lot of trouble. Been watching some of that Paradise PD on YouTube. Stuff's hilarious. Cause it's all like fake calls and stuff like that, but some of it's actually legitimately real. People actually call it and stuff like that. If you've never seen it, I'd recommend it. But now we reached Inner Cloister, thankfully. So we'll actually end the video once we get to Catacombs 2 waypoint. We're getting ever closer to fighting Indariel and ending the Queen of English in her chokehold on the land. Nice, we get it level 2. Awesome. We need these points, so 14. So, Poison Dagger. Adds poison to your daggers. Like I said, we're not using daggers. We're only using necromantic weapons. So, Poison Dagger is, it's okay. You know, it's only good for single target use. So, like, bosses and crap like that, you hit them once and just let that poison just slowly wear them down. If you're going to try to use it against multiple enemies, I would highly not recommend it. You know, just for the act of how slow poison is, you'll actually get more fast-acting poison with Poison Nova than you ever will with Poison Explosion or Poison Dagger. Just because with Poison Nova, it's almost instantly. You're waiting like maybe 5 seconds. Maybe a little longer than that. With Poison Dagger or Poison Nova and stuff like that, you're literally waiting like, it'll say 1,000 poison damage over like 20 seconds. So within the matter of that 20 seconds, that 1,000 poison damage is, you know, where the hell is these guys? Is slowly, you know, withering them away. But it's going to take 20 seconds just to inflicting more extra damage on them. Oh, there's like 3 of you guys in here. You know, unlike Poison Nova, where it's like it instantly kills them on something like normal. You know, it won't be doing that on Nightmare or Hell difficulty, but with Poison Explosion, you actually get more damage. It just takes longer to actually kill them off. But it's nice because once you add it with Amplify and stuff like that, it will, you know, in your skeleton army and crap, it actually works out pretty well. Ooh. 2 rares? I mean, I'll take it. Not even the mighty bone ash can stop us. Oh, of course. I think he says somebody sense a evil presence or something like that in this area. I don't remember what his line is. Because he's interrupted by these little... our first set piece has got to be clay gloss. Damn. The only necromantic set pieces you'll actually get in Diablo 2 is for the necromancer strictly is strength set. And that's like, you won't get that something like, what, Nightmare? Nightmare or Hell difficulty. Because it is like a level 70 something set. And it's a very difficult set to get to because just strictly with the fact because it's the last piece you will need is the belt, and that's a troll belt, and I don't think I've ever gotten Shrink's troll belt since I've been playing Diablo 2. They released sets. No, I mean they've had sets around since Diablo 2, but I don't know crap like that. Stupid rabbit. So we're literally in the very depths of darkness and Earth itself. It was said in the Forgotten Tower, you know, self-isolation to actually make himself stronger. Well, this is definitely the place for it. Surrounded by nothing but dead and, you know, oh, hello, bye. You know, near Necromancer, this is definitely the place to be. You know, as morticians always say, the dead can always tell a better story than the living. They tend to have more in common with them. Which is creepy, and as weird as that may sound, you know, some people can actually relate to that. You know, especially if you're within that medical field area. You know, you hear the same stuff over and over again, but, you know, something new always tends to show up. And this is the last video for the week too, so, but, you know. And then, probably tomorrow or Sunday. I normally don't do it, but you'll probably get a bonus video, or bonus videos, I should say, because there are several game trailers that I've been wanting to do reactions for, and I think movie trailers too, if I remember correctly. I've been wanting to do it for the last, like, 2 weeks, but I've been busy, you know, so... I'll probably be dropping those over the weekend, but we'll have to see. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll just take another Wednesday off or something like that, and just start dropping all those. But we'll see how this week goes. So, as it was saying in the things that Maverick's, you know, biggest fight yet was this. Ooh, there it is. Maverick's biggest fight yet was taking on the Smith. You know, he was the most powerful demon he ever fought. Well, that's going to be a different story. Now, I have another 9 minutes. But, like I said, this is going to be a shorter episode. This was just strictly going from the jail to the catacombs. And, you know, I'm kind of going to be leaving you guys on a cliffhanger. I know you probably want me to see fighting Dariel and all that stuff. But, you know, the problem with that is if any of my videos go over 20 minutes, they tend to be taking 2 hours to render, and then it takes at least another 3 just to upload. So by the time you guys even see this video, it'll be dinner time. And with Andariel, she can be a tad tricky to take on, especially that poison and stuff like that. So I do apologize leaving you guys on a cliffhanger like this, but you guys will be getting. You guys will either be seeing the last video either on Thursday or Friday. I am just going to be busy on Thursdays, so I do not know. But Friday, you guys will most likely be seeing the last video for Act 1 the Road Camp. But like I said, I do apologize for leaving on a cliffhanger, but you guys got the journal entry and a little commentary. So, but either way, hope you guys this Friday's going good. Hope you guys staying safe and healthy. And I'll try to get the last episode out for you guys. And like I said, I'll try to get those videos reactions like either over the weekend or I'll take Wednesday off and do those for you guys to give you guys a little more extra bonus content to watch. But either way,